Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all. Hope you're all doing well out there.
My name is Matt.
And I'm Kirsty.
And we're MK Clairvoyance, and we're here on the wonderful SPTV. And we've just had a new website in the last few weeks, so it's sptv.uk to get in contact. But we're here on YouTube and Facebook. And the way our Monday night works is...
Basically, for us, we're meanies. You have to ask a question before you can get a reading. So ask us a question, we'll have a chat about it, and then you get a reading. Boom. So please know, is my mum there? Can you feel anything about this? Or it says around me, is they around me? Those are for other shows. We really love you joining in with the conversation, but please, not for us. Do us a, throw us something that you've always fancied knowing. See if you can challenge us a bit. Not too much though, because I get a headache.
Most definitely. The other thing to bear in mind is that it's just ourselves and the producer who's going through your questions. He goes through all of the questions that you post. But once you've posted your question, we will answer it as best as we can, and that person gets a reading. But please bear in mind not to put anything personal, because obviously it's on a public platform and it's there for all to see. And also the final thing is, as well as Mr. Producer going through, there should be nobody else who will contact you to say, would you like a reading? We're from here. If there's a concerns, then report it or block that person. But report it to Mr. Producer, and he will make it, he will deal with the concern that's raised. But anything private, keep it personal, keep it to yourself, and don't put it out as an open forum.
And do please understand, all I can hear in my ear is poor old Mr. Producer getting smoke coming out of his ears and out of his fingertips, where he's desperately trying to talk to you all and answer you all on both YouTube and Facebook. So please understand, it is only him, and he does read them all to the best of his ability. So it isn't that you're not seen, it's that you're just not asking a question mostly.
And for those who are new, welcome to yourself. As I said, go to sptv.uk website. You can see all the programs that were throughout the week, and we'll talk about some of those later on when we do the adverts. But for now, with no further ado, can we say a few hellos, please?
Hello. That sounded really creepy, Mr. Producer.
Hello there, Anita Lewis.
Good evening, Anita. Lovely poppies there. Hello, Millie B.
Hello, Millie. Hello, Jessica Garcia Ronda.
Hi. Great face painting. Good evening, Sarah Mission.
Hello there, Sarah. Hello, Lisa Paris.
Hello, Lisa Paris. Hello, Loretta Rose. Hello, are you okay, Mr. Producer?
Hello, DCJ.
Hi, DCJ. Hi, Sue Chadwick.
Hi, Sue. Hello, Alison Barton.
Hi, Barty. How you going, lovey? How's it going? Hello, Sam Morgan.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Stephanie Wilcock.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Nicola Humphreys.
Hi, Nicola.
And hi, Linda Wilson.
Hi, Linda.
Lovely to see you. If you're new,
hello,
thank you.
Spicer.
Hody ho, Heidi. Hi, Kim. Put my teeth in. Kim Harknett. Hello to you.
Hello, Yvonne Jackson.
Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Frida B.
Hello, Frida.
You got a few more years in yet, Mr. P. Maggie Lee. Yes. Hello to you. Jeanette Clark. Hello.
Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Julie Caswell.
Hi. Lots of hellos. Diane Tolhurst. Hello to you. Oh, hello. That was very tickerish, wasn't it?
Hello, Adele MacDonald.
Bouncy. Hi, Adele.
Yes, and if you could share, like, and follow for those that are on Facebook, and share it with like-minded people, that would be wonderful.
Yes.
Hello, Shane Cummins.
Hi, Shane. Hi, Sue Bailey.
Hi, Sue. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you all out there. Thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate you popping on.
Any questions?
Okay, so yeah, we just want to say thank you all so much for joining us today, including
Melanie Newbury.
hello to you. Hi, Jenny Bennett.
Hello, Jenny.
Picture. A lovely picture. Oh.
Okay, so Tyrone James says, I was curious why some spirits don't seem to come through in readings for 10 plus years and others seem to ways to come through. So what I take from that is that you're saying that there's some people who don't come through for a long time and some that come through all the time, is I understand that. Do you want to answer that first? Or?
I'll answer a little bit first and then you can finish and I'll do the reading. How's that sound?
Sounds like it.
Okay, for me personally, Tyrone, sometimes we're not ready to hear from that particular spirit. In other words, sometimes it could be difficult for you to hear from them because you need to heal a bit more, whether it's one emotion or another. I mean, again, it could be the medium or, you know, there's lots and lots of reasons as well from that. I'll let you say a few more. I don't want to tell them all.
Okay, so the other thing is when we're wanting one person particularly to come through, we can try too hard and we can subconsciously block that link coming through. It's one thing. The other thing is that it depends on where we are in ourselves at a particular time. It might be that we're not in a good place and certain individuals will come through stronger and needing to come through with that conviction and message for ourselves. And the final thing is, you know, at the end of the day, there are some characters who are stronger than others. So accept the people that come through, but then put to the medium, I was hoping that Bill would come through. I was hoping that Michael or Mary or Joanne would come through. So they're not sure of who the relationship is. And I know no medium can guarantee who's going to come through, but they can then put that out and see if they can bring that person through. So hopefully that explains. Do you want to add anything else to that?
Yes, yeah, I just wanted to say, sometimes, you know, other people need to come through first. For example, if you needed a bit of motherly love, it might be your mother or your grandmother come forward rather than an uncle that's passed. So, you know, there are lots and lots of reasons that why that couldn't happen. I actually brought through somebody, was it, I don't know, I can't remember, a few days ago now. And they have been in spirit, I think she said at least 10 years, maybe 15, and they've never been through before. So that was rather cool. And they might have just been waiting until now because they were the right person to come through then.
And the right medium as well.
And the right medium, yeah. You know, they attracted to maybe my nature, the way I delivered it, as that's kind of how they work. You know, if somebody was to do something sensitive, they'd wait for that sensitive person through. If someone's, you know, wants a bit of a giggle and a laugh or whatever, they'd choose someone that's a bit more of a, maybe a bit more nutty.
Yeah, and just put that intention out. You know, when you feel that you want to have your next reading, put that intention out that you would like this person to come through. Even if it's just to say hello. And by putting that intention, that thought becomes power and it goes up, and then that can be arranged.
Okay, so Tyrone, I pulled some cards for you here, my lovey. The first one that I'm looking at it says take back your power. Now, I'm very aware that you're very tired, and I feel like there's just too much stuff going on for you. Too much stuff. I don't know if this is because you're doing lots for other people. I do know there are some emotions bubbling up with you, and I do find that that I feel like I want to say that needs to be looked after, needs to be taken care of. You need to be thinking about how you're thinking, how you're feeling, rather than just going with the flow and just allowing things to happen. Just take that time out for you. Make sure you get enough rest. You know, and if that means that you have to go to bed early or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just about looking after yourself. Again, you know, if you've got lots to do and people keep giving you things to do, say no. You know, at the end of the day, you need to look after you, Tyrone. And I do feel very, very strongly that spirit, I want to say, and the angelic realm and all these wonderful beings here are going, come on, enough's enough now. You have got to start looking after you, because, you know, there's this absolutely beautiful angel on this card and he is glowing, and they want you to get your glow back again. Okay, and again, I pulled another one. It just says too much work for one person. Your life is out of balance, so get that balance back again. You know, I feel that stress is getting the better of you, in whether it's some health condition there somewhere, or whether it's just generally stuff getting around. I don't know, but I do know stress is giving you a bit of a beating up at the minute, and it's time to take your power back and go, you know what, actually, there are things that I do need help with, and ask for that help. I feel that it's a hero that asks for help rather than tries to struggle on their own. And also, if somebody offers, say yes. You know, just imagine how nice that feels, just to actually, you know, help somebody. And these people that ask you, or, you know, if you ask them and they say yes, it's because they want to help, not because they have to, it's because they want to. And it just feels like, you know, you've got to just take some time out. This beautiful dragon on this card here, it's just having a lovely sleep, and that's exactly what you need to do. Just put your head down and rest. Pull yourself away from any negativities and find your own little bit of sanctuary till you are in a better space and get a better balance. And then, you know, the sky's the limit, as they say, Tyrone. Hope that was okay for you, my lovey. I don't know if I had any comments back on that, because I can hear Mr. Producer his fingers on fire there. He's typing away so ferociously. So I hope that was okay.
Okay, thank you, Tyrone. Okay, so thank you for that, Tyrone. Moving on, any more hellos, please, Mr. Producer? If you can just remember, guys, that if you get a reading, if you can give some feedback at the end, yes, I understand that. No, I don't have a clue who you were on about. Whatever, it just helps with the sort of going forward.
Yes,
that would be wonderful.
does.
Hello, Jade Fleming.
Hi, Jade. Hi, Natalie Wright.
Hello, Natalie.
Thank you all once again
Hello,
for coming.
Linda Pounton.
Hi, Linda.
Thank you for sharing.
Hi, Keisha.
And Keisha Fujiwara.
Hello, Gail, my lovey. How are you, darling?
Hi, Gail. Hello, Sharon Calladine.
Sharon Calladine, thank you so much for joining us, another newbie, and thank you all the lovely newbies popping on.
Yes. Hello, Hayley Bennett.
Hi, Hayley. Hi, Rihanna Newbie.
Hello, Rihanna.
Hi, Terry. Cherry. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Terry. I can't say your name.
Terry Joss Arich. Hello, Nicola McCaffrey.
Hi, Nicola.
Bonnie Dundee.
Ah, lovely.
Many, many years. I've had my first tram viewing in Dundee.
Hi, Christiana Norberto. Hello to you.
Hello, Pamela Watson from sunny New South Wales in Australia.
Hiya.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
And hello,
Yes.
Keisha Fujiwara from Florida.
From Florida. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so Kyla Stevens has said, hello, I feel spirit, and they try to connect in different ways, but how can you gain more clarity and confidence with this? Well, my darling, I have one word: practice. Over to you.
My one word is trust. Trust and practice. So work with your senses. Work with your senses and develop your senses. So there'll be one of your senses that you are stronger at, Kyla. I'm being told that you're very clairvoyant, so that you see within your mind is how you generally work. So work on your other senses as well. The sense of smell, the sense of touch, the sense of hearing, the sense of feeling. And working on those will help get greater clarity and to build and add to the clairvoyance. Don't be, I don't know any other words to put this, don't be a one-trick pony. Don't just work with one of your senses. A medium works with all the senses every time. Some people say to me, I'm very clairvoyant, or I'm clairsentient. I don't, but then they start to work and they're using other senses, but they say, I only use feeling. And yet they've just smelt something, they've just tasted something, they've just heard something. So be just aware of your senses and how you use those, and keep working and practice on them, as Kirsty quite rightly said, to develop them further. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, I'm done. I knew he was going to say that. That's why I gave you the one word, darling. It is the best way to just continue, is to practice. And when you start getting it right, it makes you feel good. So then you practice some more and it builds up that confidence. And before you know it, boom, you're flying.
Okay, with yourself, Kyla, I have a lady who I don't see any resemblance with, but I feel like I'm going to grandmother, and I want to go quite petite in the frame and also petite in the height. I want to say probably 5'2", 5'3" a push, short hair going into the back there. I feel very much a lady. I feel very courageous. I don't feel very old. I feel sort of like 75, 76 at the most. I feel very determined. I liked everything just right. Not perfectionist, but I just like things, attention to detail with this lady. A very loving soul, very much a person who was a lady. She liked to dress well and everything like that. She's been telling me that there are lots of worries around you at the moment and lots of concerns, and that you're finding it difficult to move forward, and that you're not moving forward as fast as you would like. But everything happens at the right time, and it's just the same with your mediumship. Allow things to happen at a slow pace and the time that they're meant to. Don't try and rush it. She says patience isn't your greatest virtue. You also keep hearing on your left side sort of like very faint voices. This is her. And you also keep smelling odd scents of perfumes that keep coming through. Quite a sweet perfume, like a rose, that type of smell. And I'm also being shown sort of a gold lady's watch that feels like it's elasticated. And I've also got pearls with her also as a bracelet. I just want to say there's loads of love for yourself, and keep strong and keep going forward, and don't keep looking back. You're going forward and keep going forward. You can't change whatever's happened in the past. And I can leave that with you. Thank you.
And Carol, I just want to say at the end of that, also look for development circle. You know, sit on the circle and just practice with like-minded people.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, okie dokie, Mr. P. Are your fingers still smoking off them keyboards? Oh.
Okay, guys, so yeah. Just so you're aware, as lovely it is that we obviously want to contact with our parents or our grandparents and everything else, asking, is my mum there? Can you feel this? Do you feel that they're with me? Unfortunately, we won't connect with. Post a question and we may be able to bring those through, but it needs to be questioned because we're trying to learn, develop all of us together. Okay, so hello, Teresa Talbot from Canada.
Hello to you.
Teresa Talbot, I think.
Keith Bernard Abbott, good evening.
Hello,
we're all
Keith.
Splendid, and I hope you are too, Keith.
Hello, Julie Harcourt.
Hello to you. Hi, Sheila Harvey from New Haven.
Yeah, just down the coast in Sussex.
Lovely.
Hello, Sheila Fitzy from Liverpool.
From the pool. Hiya, Sheila. You all right, love?
Hello, Audrey McColgan from Ireland.
He's taking the mickey out of me, out of my lovely accent there.
Hello, Sarah Fernley.
Hi, Sarah. Ooh.
Put that tongue in there, Sarah.
I don't know where it's been. Hello, Slater Paul Liz.
Hello, Paul Liz.
Lovely to see you full of spirit. Well, if you want to see what's under the counter.
So we've got Nicole Evans. When someone has passed into spirit, is there some sort of universal language spoken there, or do they all come through to mediums who are from their own area or speak their own language? Quite an interesting one, that, Nicole. There are some mediums who actually converse in that particular language. But obviously, for the majority of us, I'm generalizing here, we need to be able to understand in our own language. So what they will do is they may converse in their own language, where there may be odd words that we might say, but generally they will speak in the language of the tongue. It's the same not only with human beings, but also with animals, for animal communication, that You know, there's many times it makes me sound like I'm crazy, like I've got a horse here who's telling me this, and you just see the people like, really? But it's the same thing. But you know, obviously it needs to be understandable to the person in order to convey the messages.
So basically, they, you know, it's about telepathy. They basically put the energy of what this is meant to be in there. To my knowledge, there's not a little person sitting there translating it. You know, there could be, I don't know, but to me, it's just about putting that energy of what the sentiment is into the mind of the medium, and that's how it is done there. You know, I've done readings for many people from different countries and things, and I know that sometimes they've said a word and I've had to say, it sounds like this, but this is what it's for. You'd understand it's not the same as ours. And usually people are really kind and they get it anyway. So yeah, it's all a bit of a game, sort of trying to work it out.
Yeah, I mean,
a language teacher.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that shows, Nicola.
That was the next thing I was going to say. Not that you're a language teacher, but you know, we have friends who are nurses and doctors and things. So where the normal person, when they're giving messages, might say, "I feel like I've got heart problems," or whatever, then because they're more knowledgeable about the conditions, they will say, "I feel like I've got this condition on the right ventricle." They can go more in detail. So if you are more conversing in languages, they will tap into your knowledge of that language as well.
Okie dokie. So, Nicola, with yourself, the first card that I pulled for you is this beauty. And this is talking about, you know, bringing forward lots of opportunities for you, whether that's money, time, effort, you know, whatever it is. It's all this good stuff. It's this abundance, for want of a better word, coming forwards. But I do feel that you need to balance that a little bit there, because there's a huge, big golden scale here. I do feel it's a bit of a payback, that what you're going to receive because you've given so much good. But I also feel that I do need to say to you, there needs to be a balance with yourself with this as well. You know, open your arms up and say, you know, great, thank you very much for what I'm receiving, because it's all good. It feels like it's all going to start slotting into place. I do need to say to you, there's a leap of faith you're not taking, and I don't know if it's because there's a little bit of fear involved or if it's not come yet, but if it's, you know, be aware that there's an opportunity coming that needs a bit of a leap of faith. Trust your instinct and go for it. Don't let fear override you. And just going back to this, I need to give you three must be important to you, and I'm very aware that, you know, you've had a bit of a journey to get to where you are, and I know that you need the sanctuary of outside amongst the greenery to help ground you a little bit and give you that time out that you need, whether that's forest or fields or you know, whatever works for you. I'm just aware you need to be breathing in that fresh air and not just sitting inside. And, you know, you're very much need that balance again, because I do feel this card is all about the balance, you know, and you've got to understand that there is some really good stuff coming your way, and you've earned it. So I don't want none of this, well, you know, oh, do I deserve it? Or, you know, you woke it up and you lap that baby up because it's coming your way, because you have earned and deserved everything of it, my darling. So I hope that was all right for you.
So thank you for that, Nicole. And like I said, they will tap into what you know. So if you're very conversant in languages, be aware they will come through with those languages because you understand them. So well done. Cara says, thank you very much. I resonate with a lot who said, you definitely provide reassurance I need and gave me confidence to carry on. Yes, most definitely with yourself, Cara. Keep going. Don't give up.
The world needs more mediums. I sit on my soapbox and I say this all the time. You know, you get a lot of mediums that go, you know what, you shouldn't be on our territory. But I want to say, yes, you do. More mediums coming up. Go out and train. Learn all about it. The world needs to know the good stuff that we know. And Nicola, I've been drawn to nature much more lately. Yes, I've been cooped up because, oh, bless you, lovely, bless you. Well, that's all to end very shortly. And I'm telling you, it's all good stuff. So just enjoy any time of rest, because I feel like it's going to start getting all busy, but get that balance. So lovely, lovely. Thank you, Nicola.
Thank you.
Nicole, I beg your pardon.
More hellos, please.
Okie dokie.
Hello, Molly Carter.
Hi, Molly. Hi, Donna Marie.
Hello, Donna Marie from Ireland. Hello, Danny McClellan.
Hi, Danny. Hi, Lisa Paris.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan. I hope you're well, my lovey. Okay, hello, David Outlaw. Good evening, Samantha Gibson.
Hello, Samantha Gibson.
Okay. Don't know. Okay.
So, Keisha Fujiwara, hopefully I've said that right, Keisha. Does someone who passed in a tragic accident feel pain? It depends whether it's instant, but once they go over to the spirit world, all of that pain is taken away. They no longer feel, because the pain is within the physical body. So once they transition, they leave that physical body and then leave the physical elements on the earth, so they don't feel that.
But also the physical body, the actual physical moment of when the accident happens. If it is that serious, in that much pain, quite often our wonderful, amazing body will, our mind will take us out of it because it's too much for us. So actually, we don't always feel as much as what was expected, if that makes sense, because your brain, sorry, excuse me, your brain is, your mind, should I say, is very, it protects you, it looks after you, and if it's this huge amount of pain that comes forward, your mind's going to go, nope, can't handle it, I'm out of here. So it kind of disassociates. So, and as Matt said, you know, they don't feel it when they're up there. You know, it's just a mere overcoat that they leave behind.
So, Keisha, having a young gentleman with yourself, very good looking gentleman, I would say probably 5'10", 5'11" in height, broad to the shoulders, well built, good looking, clean shaven. It looks like spiked dark hair, but very sort of short to the back. And with this gentleman, he comes around you. It almost feels on a friendship level that I'm going with this. And I also feel with this gentleman that there has been a distance for about 2 years. I don't feel it's longer than that. I also feel with this gentleman that I'm confident in myself, but I'm in the way I come across to people, but I'm quite a shy, private person. And I also feel with this gentleman that I lose myself in my head. He's taking me to my head, but I keep a lot in. I keep my emotions. I don't express them. You know, I'd be a bit more reserved about going and asking like a lady out or anything like that. And I would say probably 26, 27 is how I'm feeling. I also feel with this gentleman that towards the end, I was misunderstood. And I feel that I've gone in tragic situations, and I feel that the actual incident that's happened didn't all come, there's still pieces that have not been joined together within the story. He's saying to myself that you're equally losing yourself in your head with your emotions, and that it feels like it's one step at a time. There's still that reluctance to want to go forward and to move forward. And I need to say to you, you've always had a thirst for life. There was someone earlier was going on about connection to being outdoors and to nature. And it's almost with yourself, he's saying that you've almost had a love of nature and everything that's there. So he is around you. He comes in close. You feel that there's a cobwebby feeling that comes on your right side. It's almost like you're going like this, the cob feeling. That's how close he comes to you. You also understand he's given me like a friendship bracelet for yourself and making that strong connection. I look into your eyes and I smile. But he's also giving you coffee, like caffeine, needing that sort of kick to sort of wake you up. You are aware of spirit, but you sometimes doubt whether he's still there. You have a very small, like, passport photograph that you look at, a very small photograph that you look at of him and keep it close, and you talk to that photograph, especially when things aren't going quite right. So I want to say to you, he's always with you. He's always around you this time of night. He comes round about 9 o'clock at night. And I just want to say to you, he's very much respectful of you. He would have treated you as a lady, and he continues to see you as a lady. And if I can leave that with you, thank you for working with Keisha. And thank you, to your loved one.
Keisha, that was beautiful. That was so lovely, darling. Oh, that was really lovely, Keisha. Well done. Okie dokie. I'll just make your jump, shall I? The photos in my phone case. Oh, fantastic. Keisha, can I also say thank you, sweetheart, for the confirmation there
Yes,
with
you.
Matt as well. And bless you, Dan. At least you know now that you definitely know, getting such good evidence that he is still around you, my lovely. So it's all good. Just, oh, bless you. That reading was
You're
wonderful.
welcome. Thank you, Keisha.
Oh. Okay.
So is this on Facebook or is this on the actual website? So I'm just talking to Mr. Producer. What he's asking, if you could, not just Keisha, but anybody on the show, if you've been happy with readings on this show or other shows, or just generally with the connection that you've felt that you've been supported, could you put a review on Facebook, and if there's a facility on the website to do that, just for other people who nothing personal, just put that you felt that you were supported, that you felt that what the show has given you in yourself, and that would be really appreciated by Mr. Producer. You don't need to say this particular person, but just as a general sort of comment, it would be very much appreciated.
It would be very much appreciated. Thank you in advance.
Keisha,
and
thank you.
Keisha, you're very welcome, my darling. Just look after yourself, sweetheart. Okie dokie, Mr. B. Hello, Stace. How are you, lovey?
Hello, Stacey Ann Bender.
Hi, Stacey Ann. Hi, Mick Hayward.
Hi, Mick. Hello, Stephanie Ewing.
Hello, my lovey. How are you?
Hello, Sally Ann Sines.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Sally Ann. Pop on and ask us a question. Hi, Nikki Weston.
Hi, Nikki. Hello, Laura Brain.
Hi, Laura.
Okay, so Lisa Paris has put, when we pass, are we our current age or younger? Okay, there's much debate about this. Do you want to answer this, Dick? Because I answered the last one. Or?
For me, I personally think when you pass, you are the age of your age. But when you come back, if that's what you mean, I believe you get to choose. You get to choose when what you want to be. Why wouldn't you? It's effectively, you're not really, you haven't got that kind of body anymore. So this is about what you want. So I believe it's when you want it to be. What do you think?
Okay, so there's much debate about this. So obviously when you pass over, so let's pick an age of say 5 or 6 that they've passed over, that child will continue to grow up, and the same with the person will continue. However, you grow up to the age that you felt comfortable with. So for example, if you were say a grandfather figure, he might have passed at 78, but if he was the most comfortablest at 40, because that's maybe when he was a father and he enjoyed the children around him, he would go back to the age of 40. There are other people who believe you go to roughly the age of 26, but generally, you know, to a medium, will always come through at the age, so the medium is giving that, because if they went at 78 and you say, I've got a man who is 40, that wouldn't make any sense. So they will give that, but in themselves, they will go to an age that they felt comfortablest at and they felt the happiest. Hopefully that answers that question for you, Lisa.
Yes, it is cool, isn't it, Lisa? I absolutely agree. And you know, I think can I just say, Lisa, that's a great question. So guys, that's how you get a reading. So Lisa, my lovey, I've got some cards for you here. Basically, there's all sorts of bits and bobs. First of all, I've got to give you the Indigo Children. Now, this tells me you've got a huge connection with children, and I know that you kind of get them and they kind of get you. All right, I don't know if you work with children, but I feel that it would be a bit of a shame if you don't, because it's got bones in it, dear. I think it's a bit of a shame if you don't, because you've got such a good connection with children, and I want to say particularly children who are sensitive, and as I'm looking at this card, I'm very aware that you can kind of connect with them and in a way that's really rather beautiful. So I don't know if, Lisa, if you have children of your own or nephews and nieces, or whether this is the fact that you work in that area, but I do know that there's a huge connection. And I feel sometimes when we connect with children, it can also help mend our childhood. You know, because we start to take care of children, we then can start to think about our own inner child and take care of that as well. So be sort of aware of that, Lisa. And I also need to say to you, my darling, inner strength. You have got a lot of inner strength, and it feels to me like you're judging yourself here a little bit over something. And I feel like I said, just forgive yourself, Lisa, because, you know, we all make mistakes on one way or another. We all have. I don't work with children, but I used to, and I care for my disabled daughter right now. Well, I want to say I would say she absolutely gets you, my darling, because you have got this connection with children, quite, you know, like it's quite huge. I feel it's quite huge. I feel like I've got to say, you've got to forgive yourself here somewhere. I don't know, you're being really harsh on yourself for some reason or other, and I know that it's undeserved. You do your best in everything that you do. Please allow yourself to make mistakes. I always do that, Kirsty, very hard for me. My lovey, you've got to stop doing that. You know, sometimes life is difficult. Sometimes life, we mess up. Sometimes life, we do things that perhaps we shouldn't. But you know what? That's why we're here. I believe life is, life on earth, shall we say, is one massive big school. And this is the best place to mess up, because you can then learn from it. So please, please stop beating yourself up, Lisa, because you've got to start seeing that lovely lady that's looking at me right now in that picture, and I know that you are a wonderful one. I know you are, because I feel you are, and I know that you've got such courage. I can't let go past mistakes, but I try to fall back again. Right, okay, so don't reprimand yourself. Just say, oops, never mind, don't worry. Catch yourself. And that's how you do it. You catch yourself, all right? I feel like you've got to really, new beginnings, when we go to change our patterns of our behaviour, are often quite tricky. But I know you can do this, Lisa. It's just a case of catching yourself, your thoughts, and saying, actually, no, that's not right. Pull it back. And kind of almost like cancel and delete, if you like. And just allow yourself to step forward if that. Darling, you are very, very welcome. I want to say there's an awful lot of joy to come. Look at that, one more beautiful card. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Look at that. These are gorgeous cards. There is so much joy, and it's 22. So it's a beautiful angel card. I don't know if you believe in angels, my darling, but I certainly know they're around you at the moment, and I certainly know that there is so much, you bring so much love and light and laughter into this world, and it's high time that you stop being mean to that lovely Lisa and you go out and just allow her to shine as she is meant to shine. Okay, my darling, thank you very much, and I hope that was all right for you, sweetheart.
Thank you for that, Lisa. Okay, Miss Producer, any more hellos, please? Hello, Ali.
Hi, Ali. It's like a nice cup of tea.
Hello,
hey,
Pamela.
Pamela. How are you, darling? You all right? Little Miss Pinkhead. Hello, Terry. How are you, sweet? Val, all these lovely people coming on. Hello, my lovey, how are you? That sea looks lovely there, doesn't it?
Yeah, hello, Sydney Psychic Medium Tea.
Hi. Hello from
Sydney.
Go on. Well, you nearly did it then, didn't you? You nearly did.
Are they from
there
Sydney?
It is.
There you go.
I could feel it on the edge of his lips. He was dying to say it. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to do that or to say OXO, because they had OXO down the bottom as well. Hi, Hannah. Nice
hello
to
there,
see you, my lovey. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Okie dokie. Mick Hayward. Is my daughter gifted? She struggles. Please, she's highly sensitive. Please, on a daily thing. Right. First of all, Mick, I want to say that if you believe your daughter to be gifted, then she is. End of. Okay, I know that highly sensitive people feel, and I'm very aware. Actually, I do feel she's very much an empath. And the thing is, with when you are gifted, as you call it, for me, I'm going to just say to you, there are many different senses. They are extensions of the senses that we already have. So seeing, hearing, they're just little adds-on, right? And I feel that we've all got them. Some of us have just forgotten how to use them. Not all of us, but some of us. Okay, and I do feel that your daughter does feel a lot. She is very clairsentient, and that means she feels. So for her, she needs to just put a little bubble around herself and start tuning into her feelings. And what does she feel about this? What does she feel? And that helped get that stronger, but more controlled, like all the other Claires. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so anything that we work with, it goes by intention. So if we don't want to feel so strongly, we can ask the spirit world to assist us by allowing that sort of sensitivity to not feel as much. So that because sometimes, especially when we're younger, we're too open. And what that means is it starts to come in our school life, we start to feel things, and we pick up. And mentally, that's not good for ourselves. So by trying to reduce that sensitivity by shutting down and using it when we want to use it, that's a good thing. But with that, what I would say is that don't shut down the feelings too much, because that's a part of her. You said she's highly sensitive. If you look in, I'm trying to think what the initials are now, but it's highly sensitive people. If you go up and type that in, there is actual, it's acknowledged by psychologists and that, and there's certain characteristics that come with sort of people who are very sensitive as well as spiritual.
I think if she has things like nightmares and things like that, to me, this is about accepting her feelings on how big she is and understanding She's 20. Okay, darling. It's understanding that she does feel deeply. She's got to accept that herself. Once she starts to accept it, she can understand it more, if that makes sense, because acceptance is key to most things. I also feel very, very deeply, and I am what they call a sort of high emotional, if you like. And I know that once I accepted that, I could kind of be more aware of it when it's happening, so it didn't overwhelm me. With that, you know, she can also ask for a bit of protection around her of a night time, so she doesn't feel so much. And she can call in, if she believes in the angels, she can call in her angels. If she doesn't, she can call in her guides or any of your loved ones that have passed over, just to look after her and keep her safe. That will give her the intention that Matt was talking about, of safety. So if she understands that that will also protect her, then hopefully some of those nightmares will kind of settle down a little bit. But to me, it's about accepting. And if you want to go the other way and develop them, you know, it's about focusing on about the ones that you have now, as in the senses you use, everybody uses, without you calling them clairs. For example, if you do lots of mindfulness can actually help you focusing on your taste and your smells and your hearing and all that, which then can then go on and help you with your clairsentience, your feeling, your clairvoyance, your seeing, your clairaudience, your hearing, or clairgustiance or clairalience, any of those. And it just focuses it in that little bit, so you can then just kind of tune in a little bit more to it. So it's kind of getting that balance, I want to say, Mick, if you understand that, please.
Yeah, and the final thing is just to say, you know, if you're not sure, go to your local spiritualist church and get further advice. But acknowledge it's part of her. It's not something to be scared of, but obviously it needs to be there. And the very final thing is putting that intention out to say, I only want positive dreams. I only want things that come in the light to come through to help me asleep. I don't want those sort of bad dreams or anything with that. Okay, so with yourself, Mick, I have a gentleman that comes in. He comes very much on father's side of the family. I feel with him. I'm bald on the top. I've got pure white hair back and sides, but quite a lot of hair back and sides. I don't feel very old with this gentleman. I would say sort of early 60s. I want to go to the heart area for my passing. So I feel that your daughter, as you said, I do feel that she's seen this gentleman. I feel quite laid back. He is making me feel that, you know, a spade's a spade type of thing. Things wouldn't get on top of me. I wouldn't get stressed. I just feel a really down-to-earth gentleman. I feel very practical. I feel very hard-working. I would have been a grafter. I also feel with the gentleman, I like-minded company. I like to be around men, and I like to have a laugh and a joke. I felt more comfortable in men's company. I don't mean that I was standoffish with the ladies. You know, I was likable with either sex, but I was more a man's man. I don't mean with that I was, you know, my language would be very sort of like that, but I enjoyed men's company. He gives me a Bakewell tart for what he liked. And I feel with this gentleman that he just enjoyed people's company. I feel like I'm a bit of a people watcher. I like standing back and just seeing how things pan out. But I also, with that, I'm a bit of a wind-up merchant. I would have sort of like, you know, what's this? See, wind it all in, bring people in and have a bit of a joke. But they knew I was pulling the leg. It was nothing ever malicious. You put that as father-in-law, maybe. I want to say clean shaven with this gentleman, and like I said, I feel like I'm going at a fatherly level. All right. I want to say to you, stop worrying. Stop worrying about everybody else and start thinking about you, and start putting yourself first. And it's almost like he's making me feel like I've had to take on the roles of multiple, not just the role of dad. And I need to acknowledge what I've done and the things that I've had to endure myself throughout my life, where it's made me become a stronger person. And where I wouldn't be entertaining all of this type of what I mean is sort of like spiritual stuff, I'm starting to come round. I'm still a bit skeptical. I'm still on the fence, but I'm starting to come round more to it. And he said that's a good thing. And this is me now. It's good to be skeptical. And, you know, it allows us to question rather than just accept. And the very final thing, he's taken me to my earphone. And on my earphone, this one's obviously got like a, what do you call them, like the ear protector. But on the other one, it hasn't got one. And I just feel that the soft part of it is come off, and it's around you, if not you, with the earphones. And one side you can hear, and the other side you can't with the headphones. And with that, I also want to go symbolic, just to say to you, it is that it's okay to listen and accept help. It's not a weakness, it's a strength that you've started to understand and accept that. He would be very much like, no, I can do it myself, just leave me to it. Even though he knew he couldn't cope on his own. And towards the end, he did that too much at his own expense. He doesn't want you to make the same mistake. We can leave that with you, Mick. Thank you for working.
Thank you, Mick. And thank you so much for your feedback. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Okie dokie. Hello, Anne
McClernand. Hello.
Hello, Anne McClernand. Hi to you.
Hello. Sorry, it's gone down a little bit. Is Jolly, but correct me if I've said that wrong.
Hi to you. Hey, Sunny Skies. Hey, hey,
Hi,
hey.
Sunny.
What a beautiful picture.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is it? Oh, yeah, I didn't realise.
Also looks like Bass, the from there. Hello, Lee Wright.
Hi, Lee. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Stephanie Ewing.
Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so Stephanie says, when someone passes, are they able to apologise for stuff after it's found out? Yes, in a word, my darling. I can honestly say I have probably said sorry more times than not on behalf of people in the spirit world when I'm working as a medium. I believe, and again, this is only my opinion, but I believe that when we cross over, there isn't a little old white man with a beard scratching off his book saying what we have and what we haven't done, nor is it a massive panel of people that are judgy pants on this either. What that I believe is that we look at our own life, our own feelings, how we've affected other people's feelings, and how we've given, you know, what we've done to others and made them feel, and we kind of judge ourselves and how, you know, things could have panned out better or how they could not have panned out. And I feel that is one of the reasons why a lot of people come back and say they're sorry.
Yeah, and just add a bit to that, not much because you more or less covered it, is just to say when we go over there, we're still learning, we're still developing, and we realise some errors of our ways. And we will come back and apologise for the mediums. But this is the bit to add to it. It's down to us whether we accept that or we're ready to accept it. Because, you know, not everyone's had nice lives. And if we weren't happy with that individual at that time, we might find it difficult to either forgive them or to allow that person. So it's okay if a medium brings through. So let's say, for argument's sake, I've got a man here. He comes through and you go, oh, it's him. It's okay to say, can you not bring that person through also? And that's really important for all the viewers. You don't have to bring somebody through if it's going to bring a trauma or it's going to upset you.
I agree. I've done it. I have actually said no to mediums. Please don't bring them through, because it's really important that the reading that you get from the spirit world is about love and upliftment, because that's what they would want. If you were not ready to hear the apologies or anything from that person, that is your absolute right to say, thank you very much, but can you bring somebody else there for me? If not, can you move on to somebody else, please? Because it's your absolute right. Right, I want to say...
There's also development there as well for yourself, that you need to work out why as well.
Yeah, of course, of course. You know, at the end of the day, we also need to heal. Quite right. Absolutely. Okay, so now we have some cards for you, my lovey. First of all, I need to say there's something... I've got a card here. I don't know if this is related to your question at all, but it talks about divine order. And I want to say sometimes it's very easy for us to get bogged down in our past and in the stuff that we've had to go through in order to become who we are, in order to just get through life. And I feel I need to say to you that justice is coming. You know, there is a... sometimes it's difficult when we're in a not very easy situation to see the greater good, or, you know, the bigger picture, if you like. And I feel like I need to say to you, my lovey, you've got to step back from something and see that bigger picture. Now, you know, you personally do not have to forgive that person, whoever that is in this card. It may not be the same person you're talking about, but I'm just talking about this card. You know, you don't have to forgive that person, but I do feel that forgiveness is about more about you than it is the other person. Now, for example, if I give Matt a present, if I go to give Matt a present and he says, no, I don't want it, then I have to keep it. So this is the very same with all our emotions. The trial for my son's death is next month. I am worried. There you go. There's your divine order then, beautiful. Okay. I want to say, please see the bigger picture. That's what I want to say. You don't have to forgive that person. Sorry, excuse me. You don't have to forgive that person for what has happened. You don't have to do that. But your heart is chained with all that unnecessary, horrible stuff, and it's pulling you down. Now, I know that your son would not want that, because nobody that loved you would want that. All right. So what I want to say is, when this has gone over, when this has come to the peak and it's whatever verdict has come from that, try and cut the ties of those chains, you know, and just allow yourself to be a bit free. Look past the underlying, see the underlying whatever it is. Okay. I'm being told there is a new beginning coming here for you, my darling, a new beginning. So and look, it's all positive and all lovely, and you know, this little fairy is all full of the joys of spring, and I want to say to you, it feels like whatever's going to happen is going to be, I want to say, a release. It's going to be like a weight off your shoulders, that it's over. Okay. Yes, I can quite understand why you would want the person to be held responsible. I can completely understand that. Now, I'm not here to tell you what is going to happen, because we don't fortune tell at all. I just need to tell you what the cards are saying from this. And I do know, again, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So it feels to me that whatever is going to happen is going to have a positive effect on you, because you can just then start to be a bit freer in yourself. You can kind of get on with what you need to do yourself, whether that is grieving for your son, whether that is just releasing some of the stuff that I can't even begin to imagine that you've gone through. A horrible experience, bless your heart. And I need to say to you that things are going to I don't do just again. I draw you back. Divine order. So what is meant to be is going to happen. All right. And I know that sounds really generic, but it's the truth. And you know, once this has gone, this is time now to use you to think about you and start doing what you need to do for you. You know, new beginnings, spread your wings. All right, my darling, I hope that was okay for you.
Thank you for that, Stephanie. Any more hellos, please? Okay, so as we're moving on 24 hours, 8 o'clock tomorrow night is the lovely Deb Clark. So if you enjoy your readings and you want to see the lovely Deb Clark work, tune in to this channel 8 o'clock both on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah, pop on and see her. She does some awesome readings, and she does do readings without the questions that we have. So you know, she's a great one to pop on and see. Hello to you, Lillian Beasley.
Hello, Lillian. Hello, Joanne Primo Jugganath.
Hello, Joanne. Hi, Jane Crump.
Hello there, Jane.
Great name.
Hello, Max and Ant Harding.
Hi. Hello, Barry Steer.
Hello,
Nice to
Barry.
see you.
Hello, Holly Beckwith.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Victoria Jane Palmer.
Hello, Victoria. Hello, Joy Howell.
Hi, Joy. Okay, I'm always talking to my loved ones, but no answers. I'm confused. Joy, okay. Right, now, what happens? I'm going to tell you something that happens with me with my mediumship, because a lot of people seem to think under this massive illusion that, first of all, mediumship is easy. It's not. I'm just telling you now, it's not. If you're finding it easy, then your time has, as you know, you've been able to be slotted at just the right time to make it yourself fly. Most of the time, mediumship takes years of practice, hard work, continuous journey, building up your evidence, making sure that you get it right, practice. You know, this is quite, I was teaching some students quite recently, and one of them kind of was like, okay, so you have to work a little bit harder than I thought you did. So first of all, that's the first thing I need to say to you. Now, when you talk to your loved ones, sometimes they will give you answers in various different ways. For me, I will get memories, I will get songs, I will wake up singing songs sometimes in my mind. I will also, sometimes you'll see things on the telly that make you think, oh, that was an answer to my question, because it just makes sense. Sometimes you can see things in the newspaper. For me, my mediumship, they literally talk to me in every other single way most of the time than the way I'm talking to you now. So it's kind of fitting all together. It's keeping your mind wide open and allowing them to talk back to you in ways that you might not necessarily expect. It could even be through someone else's mouth in a conversation that you overhear, or your conversation that you have for someone else, or even your own mouth when you give someone else advice.
You've answered it.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think you've answered that one. So I have a lady in spirit here. I feel like I'm going on mum's side of the family. I don't feel very old. I actually feel like I'm an aunt. I want to say was young at heart. I feel like I'm going sort of my late 70s, early 80s, and I have stomach conditions. Now, when I get stomach conditions, I'll get stomach conditions, but I also get that with cancer. I also feel with this lady that she battled on for quite a while with her health, and it was almost like they were testing for a number of different things. I also feel with this lady that towards the end, my health deteriorated quite considerably, and I feel like I'm resting and I'm sort of bed ridden. I don't want to go out of the house and that type of thing. I also feel with the lady that, like I said, I feel like like an aunt on mum's side of the family, and I sort of have sort of darkish hair. I also want to say with the lady that two wrongs don't make a right, and I feel she would have said things like this on a regular basis. I also want to say to you that I feel like I'm going around in circles with yourself at the minute, Joy. I don't feel like I feel I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going far. I'm not going back. I just feel like I'm going around in circles. I feel quite confused, and I'm not just with like getting the evidence, but it's almost like I'm searching for answers within me, not just from spirit. And they're taking me to being outdoors and to the need to be outdoors and to be around trees in particular, and just having that time just to clear my head, because I'm not able to focus and I need grounding at the moment. And there's that feeling like technology doesn't come easy to myself, but I know I've got to embrace the technology even though I don't want to. And I feel there's a joke around that as well. And the final thing I need to say to you is that you would understand that the batteries in your remote control keep running out on a regular basis, because I feel like the remote control is being powered down. It's almost like, oh, I've got to change the batteries again. And this is this lady coming around you. And for flowers, I need to give you yellow roses, and the significance of the 27th of May. So I always go on the day that is what I give you, but a day either side of that. But I want that for an anniversary, birthday, or passing of that day in May. And just need to give you loads of jam jars, empty jam jars that have been cleaned out, and just giving you tons of them. Lots of glass jars at the minute for some reason. I need to give you that. And stop crossing your fingers and hoping things are going to get better. They're already getting better. And if I can leave that with you, thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you, Joy. Just keep an open mind, Joy. Keep an open mind. And once you start seeing that evidence, it'll be everywhere. You'll see. Okay, Mr. P, how's it going? Yeah, I'm white at the back. You white at the front?
Hello, I'm Mandy Tomlin.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, Natasha.
Hello, Joanne Wood.
Hi, Joanne. Hi, Rebecca Granny O'Brien. Ah, Rebel Granny O'Brien, not Rebecca. Oh, what, Granny O'Brien. Excellent. Love a good rebel, Granny.
Hello, Joanne from Old Juggernaut.
Hi.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you, Joanne. And to you, darling. Okay.
Okay,
did that last time, Richard.
Okay, so Rachel Cheney says, liked and shared. Is it true we have a pass review when we pass? What happens if we review is bad and if it is good? So from what I understand from that, you're on about like a reflection of your life. So you want me to answer this one first?
Yeah, away.
Okay, so this is my beliefs. As a spiritualist, there is a key one that says personal responsibility. We need to own our own words, our own behaviors, and our own actions. And when we go over those personal responsibilities, it's reviewing what's happened and how we've had an impact. And it's about making that right. And sometimes that doesn't happen straight away. Sometimes we need time to work through things ourselves when we've passed over. And what happens if the review is bad and good? Well, I don't believe in heaven and hell. I don't believe the two. That's just my beliefs. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. So in me, it's in my understandings and my beliefs, it's about reflecting on what works, working on that. And obviously, if you've done good, then you aspire to a higher plane than the one that you would be, obviously, if you've done something wrong. And it's continually learning to the point of where you come right to the tip. Again, when it's down to your belief, where you get to the foot of the divine, and then that's where you aspire to. Again, that's only my belief. Hopefully that explains that to you, Rachel.
Yeah, pretty much what Matt says. But I just want to add to that. Nothing is constant. You've put what happens if a review is bad and if it's good. You know, nothing is constant, and certainly a whole life. There will be things that perhaps we wish we shouldn't have done, and things that we were proud we did do. So, you know, and as Matt said, we review the both, and you know, we get you know, we get to be proud of ourselves a little bit if we've done some good, and we get to possibly work out how we could change things next time if we do the bad. And it's not really in my eyes, it's more about growth rather than good or bad, if that makes sense. It's how we can kind of become a better spirit, if that makes sense. A more spiritual being. Right.
I just had one last thing, sorry, yes, before you go. Sorry. So that's it. It's working towards being a better spiritual person, and that's what we should be doing. This is why one of the things we have the questions within the show. We're trying to develop and to grow to become more spiritual. So when we transfer over, and the final thing is, if you're a spiritual person, a spiritualist, it's what your beliefs are. Whether you reincarnate and come back and then learn the lessons that you didn't learn this time, or if you don't believe that, then obviously what we've said already.
Right, Rachel. Okie dokie. I've pulled you some cards in, my lovey, and I wanted to say, it feels to me like there's an element of you that has been a little bit stuck. It might not be now, but it feels a little bit. I want to kind of push it a little bit with you. But what I feel I need to say is just almost too much going on in one way, and I've got to say, focus in on your highest priority. What is it that you need doing first? Get that sorted, and you know, ask for help up there. They will come forward and they will help motivate you to get what you need to get done. Sometimes it's difficult for us to get motivated in the right way, for whether that's many different reasons, whether it's illness, tiredness, stuff going on in our life, maybe it's just a bit of lethargy, you know, it could be, you know, too busy, it could be a million things. But I feel like if you ask them to help you, you know, as in the spirit, ask them to help you get organized and motivated into doing one little bit at a time, then you will perhaps not be quite so overwhelmed with lots of stuff coming at you all over. All right. And I do need to say there is an exciting opportunity coming towards you, but you have to, I feel like there's you need to make a change there somewhere. If you know that okay, this talks about possible career advancement. This may not be career, this may be just advancement in life in some way. I just need you to think about, how am I blocking myself a little bit with these? Is it my thoughts? Is it something that I'm doing? You know, what is holding me back? And think about that, because I know that it might even be worry or fear. And the reason why I'm saying this is about time to change is because I know that these exciting opportunities are waiting to come to you. So it's time for you to bite the bullet, shall we say, and just go for it all, and start changing, you know, the things that are holding you back. Start thinking better, and it feels like a brand new sparkly, all sorts are coming your way, you know. This is definite growth. This is definite, you know, there's lots more sort of, I've got a card here that says expansion, and this is, okay, this talks about, you know, lots more coming your way. There's lots more leaves and fruit on that tree. So sing your own praises, think about yourself and your positivity, and more will come to you.
Thanks, Rachel. Any more hellos, please, Mr. Producer? Hello, Nadia Peter.
Hi, hello, Nadia. Hi, Pat Penrice.
Hi, Pat. Hello, Starfall.
Hi, Starfall. Hi, Mina Levine.
Hello, Mina Levine.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Deb Walter. It should go, so you need to...
Okay, one more.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Rihanna Newby. Why do I feel that no one is watching over me? Does that make me a bad person? Am I doing something wrong? Right, well, first of all, you are definitely not doing anything wrong. There is always somebody watching over you, always with a capital A. I am absolutely sure of that. This is my personal opinion. I do believe both the angelic realm and the spirit world watch over you, and you are most definitely, as far as I am aware, not a bad person, and you're not doing anything wrong. The only thing that you might not be able to do is sense or feel that they're there. But just because you're not sensing it or feeling it because there's other stuff going on in your life doesn't mean they're not there. It just means you can't feel them.
Exactly, that's all it is. You've just not sensitized yourself to feeling spirit, or that you are unaware that you're feeling spirit. So again, it's just closing your eyes and asking them to come close if you choose to do that, but it doesn't in no way, if you don't want to do that, make you a bad person. So with yourself, I have a gentleman who comes in. I would say this gentleman probably around between 35 and 40 in age, dark hair, good looking gentleman. I feel like I'm going on an uncle level, and I feel like I'm going on mum's side of the family, and I feel with this gentleman that let's say I twisted the truth a little bit. I would have spun loads of stories. I feel like I'm quite a jokey kind of character. I feel like a spade is a spade. I was quite laid back. Nothing would have got to me. I wouldn't have got stressed at all. I was easily led. I would get in with the wrong crowd. And I feel like I got in that, whether he got at that point in life also, but certainly from an early age, got in with the wrong crowd and the wrong things. I feel with this gentleman that his mates were everything, and he was, you know, if he was a friend to them, he was a friend for life. He'd do anything, but sometimes, like I said, he was easily led. So he is a gentleman is around you. I feel like I've got tattoos on the arms. I've got facial hair. I'm a good-looking gentleman, but I don't feel old. I don't feel this gentleman past old. And I feel that there are I want to say there is drug issues with this gentleman. I want to say to you, there has been tears around yourself, that you, there has been that feeling that you are on your own, even though you've got lots of friends around you. And there's that also been that feeling that everything seems to not be going right for you at the moment. And I need to say to you, just take a step back, start to look after Rihanna, and start to look after you and appreciate you and everything that you do. I want to say, I want to put that smile that you've got in the picture, I want to put that smile back there, because you have been through ups and downs these last 2 years quite severely. And I just want to say to you, things are starting to turn a corner, but they're not quite there yet. Know that your loved ones are always around you. And I also want to say there is a grandmother on mum's side of the family who also comes in, cuddly to the body. I want to put a 5'2", just short of 5'3", but 5'2", lovely energy, wants to smile all the time. And she also comes in just to give you the most amazing big hug. And if I can leave that with you, Rihanna, and take care.
Yeah, Rihanna, the gist of it is, my love, it's time to start believing in yourself, my darling. Okie dokie, Mr. P. Okie dokie. Hello, Jackie Stendlove.
Hello, Jackie. Hello, Sucro from Redcar up in the northeast.
Hi. Hi, Laurie Bailey.
Hello, Laurie. From Wales. Hello, Julie Masters.
Hi. Hi, Sarah Fernley.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah Roberts.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, BT45.
Hello, BT45. Hello, Gemma Ward.
Hi, Gemma. So it appears, guys, that we have come to the end of our show. I just want to say thank you to all you YouTubers and Facebookers for popping on and saying hello and joining in. We are here every Monday, but we're not here next week because we're in Wales.
No.
We're in Ireland, I
Ireland.
beg your pardon, a little bit further across. We're in lovely Northern Ireland. And so we look forward to seeing you the week afterwards. But I just want to thank you once again. Please look after yourself and stay safe.
Yes, and we look forward to seeing you again in a fortnight's time. So thank you for everything you do.
Oh, thank you.
Take care, everyone.
And hello, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Spiritual Psychics TV.online. Spiritual Psychics TV isn't just an online broadcasting service, we also offer many features via our website. SPTV offers a unique directory that uses geolocation to find your nearest reader or venue, just by using your postcode. The Academy section allows anyone to upload and create their own spiritual courses within minutes. For those who like to read, then our online magazine area will offer just that. The SPTV shop enables anyone to start their online shop, be it to sell used or new items. You can also find our schedule and information about our shows.
Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.